Hey guys, and welcome back to Hoosier Hardware, and today we have a little bit of AI and a little bit of PC parts listing. So Google, for those of you that don't know, has its new Search Labs, which is like experimental search features that you can get yourself on a waiting list, and when your name is called, then you have those features unlocked for you. One of those features is generative AI search results, where you go to Google, you type in your Google sort of prompt, and then in addition to the normal web searches, it also at the top will give you a generated AI response. So I took this as an opportunity to just key in just a practice build of, hey, Google, build me a $600 gaming PC. It totally just triggered my phone. So here's what Google's generative AI came up with. We have the Ryzen 5 5600. I have no issue with that CPU being used in a gaming build, paired with an MSI Pro B550M VC Wi-Fi MATX motherboard, 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory, 3600 speed. It's a good speed for DDR4. Only 512 gigabyte SSD. I'll come back to my sort of issues with this build here in a little bit. The Power Color Fighter AMD RX 6500. The Apevia Enzo mid-tower case, okay, fine. And power supply, it is recommending a 550 watt 80 plus certified fully modular power supply. So I keyed all these parts into PC Part Picker to see exactly what the pricing, at least currently, was. And actually, Google got pretty close to the mark here. So as of the time of recording, $625.11, depending on what vendor you're going with. By the way, I'll link all of these with our Amazon links down below these parts so you can check current pricing and availability. And then I want to talk about some of the issues I have with this build. There's two big ones and then a couple of minor ones. So the first big issue I have with this build is, of course, the AMD RX 6500 XT. Under no circumstance should you be purchasing that GPU for $170. Either find yourself a much cheaper variant of that card, or better yet, spend just a little bit more money and get yourself an RX 6600. You will thank me later for that recommendation if you end up going that route, but don't get a 6500 XT. It's just not a good value. Big issue number two with this build is the storage is just not enough for a gaming rig, in my mind, in 2023 for two big reasons. The first big reason being that game sizes are huge, and the second big reason is SSDs are really cheap right now, so you can spend, again, just a little bit more and you can double that and get yourself at least a 1 terabyte SSD. So I would make the 1 terabyte sort of your minimum SSD size for a new gaming build here in 2023. And then there's a couple of minor issues that I don't love about this build. The first of the minor issues is the case. I have no experience building in this case, but the front panel of this case looks fairly closed off. Not a big fan of lack of airflow when you're building a new rig. And that's mostly because a case is one of those things. Get one that you can take through several generations. Get one with good airflow that is easily upgradable, that's not sort of limiting you on future decisions for like GPUs, for instance. You don't want to get a case that really limits your GPU selection. So instead of getting this case, maybe get one with just better airflow. The other minor issue I have is 550 watt power supply. Again, spend just a tiny bit more, or at $80 is about the cheapest that I could find one of these for. Hop over to EVGA's Wednesday B stock sales and get yourself like an 800 watt or 750 watt for pretty much the same price, if not slightly cheaper. And EVGA's B stock comes with a 1-year warranty, so you don't even really have to worry about the warranty issue either. You can get a stronger power supply for the same cost, if not less. That $80 is pretty spicy right now for a 550 watt power supply. So back over to all of you watching this. What do you think of Google's build? Is this getting close enough that you would actually consider letting Google drive your next PC build? The answer is probably no, but as a starting point, it could be worse. Let me know your thoughts on the build in those comments down below. Otherwise, like, share, subscribe. Those things all work great, and I'll let YouTube queue up a couple more videos from my channel for you to watch. I'm Shane with Hoosier Hardware, and I'll see you all in the next video.